Hey guys, welcome back to another episode in the deep playthrough of Death Stranding. Trying to get back to that building over there. And the BB we have, like that weird little child. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so annoying. It's so annoying, this game. Oh my god. Oh.
Getting thirsty.
So there's cargo floating around in the distance. I will just leave it be. I'm not even gonna bother anymore. I've had too much cargo that I picked up and that either got destroyed by the rain or it's just all too much annoyance.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID. Verifying ID. Clear. All weapons will remain locked until departure. Cargo verified. Thank you. Decontaminating suit. Rest is advised.
Alright, where the hell do I go? Over there. Deliver.
Wait station folks told me all about you. Sam Bridges, with the second expedition, right? The guy expanding the chiral network on his lonesome, when he's not out making deliveries. So what'd you bring us? Let's see it. Thanks. Can't imagine how you managed to haul this stuff through BTville. Wait, Sam? As in Sam Porter, that legendary delivery guy? Well, I'll be. Okay, it's time. Do you mind connecting us to the network?
Sam, as always, thanks for bringing more folks into the UCA.
Bridge babies.
Looks like we're on the chiral network. And with those materials you brought for our chiral printer, we can produce supplies for you here as needed. Think of it as our way of returning the favor. Now head west and keep on doing what you do.
Good. The distro center is on the network.
Sam, do me a favor. Take your BB to a private room and connect it to the incubator. Good work.
Jesus Christ. Can I interact? What's up? Backup fuel. Destination west of capital, not city. That's not where we are now. But you know what? Screw it. I'm delivering it here. What now? Recycle cargo to produce new materials. Right, what can you gain from it? Where are the actual the output? What does this gain? I guess it's to the bottom right, I think. Not sure what those elements are, but there are 2 numbers or 4 numbers with 2 categories. I assume that's what you will get. Alright, let's leave it for now. I need those letters.
Dead man, you there? Little help?
Okay, Sam. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
It's in.
Good. A temporary excess of stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb.
Mother?
Located in the capital Knot City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with a still mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now, the pod is synchronizing with the still mother in capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data. Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its steel mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers. Oh, right. You asked me to look into why the BTs might be reacting to your blood. I spoke with Hartman. We should have your results soon. Anyway, get some rest. You and your BB are both exhausted. Good night, Sam.
London Bridge is falling down, falling down, falling down. London Bridge is falling down, my fair lady. Sam? Can you see me?
How are things over there?
Still not under guard, still not chained up, still can't leave. But if you can keep making connections, if you can get to me, we can go back east, back home. Thank you. I mean that. It's bad. There are fewer and fewer people in the cities these days. No one's having children anymore. But humans aren't made for living alone. They're supposed to come together, to help one another. And if we as a people can't do that, if we can't reconnect, then, well, it's like Bridget said, extinction.
Come on. Rebuilding America isn't gonna get rid of the BTs. As long as they're still around, there's no escaping it.
But at least we'll have hope. I'll be waiting, Sam. Waiting for you. Come and find me.
Hello, Sam. This is Hartman. Since you're awake, it might behoove you to freshen up. To that end, why not take a shower? It's good for the body and soul, and also my research as it happens.
Sam, this is Hartman. Deadman relayed your request to me, as I oversee BT research. I'll be taking a sample of your shower water in order to study the effects your bodily fluids might have on a BT.
Study other people with dooms?
Everyone in Bridges, myself and Mama. Results thus far are inconclusive. But you possess other singular qualities, being a repatriate as well. I must confess to a measure of optimism.
Processing fluids. Waste products. Drilling. Dispensing.
There. Take the sample with you. Should the opportunity arise, try using it on a BT. I'm curious to see how they react. Who knows? It may even prove beneficial to you. There was an old research paper detailing the effects of bodily fluids from individuals like us on BTs. It is only by recovering these materials that we can unearth the knowledge of the past. Not just the Death Stranding, but also the mystery of your body's unique properties and even our doom's affliction. There may well be hope for humanity. Sam, I have no interest in rebuilding America. I want to recover the past.
5,
Oh,
4,
it's almost time.
2, 1.
After you make your connections and nothing happens, then what? I said, then what?
Sam, sorry to bother you while you're taking a break, but I figured you'd want to hear this. Hell, maybe it'll help you rest easier. We received a number of messages addressed to you. I've not taken a look myself, but I gather they're mostly from your clients. You should see if they contain any useful information. Mail can be accessed via your cufflinks, as well as the terminal in your private room. There's something else I'd like to share with you. With the Cairo network, we now have the power to reclaim our past. Data once thought lost forever from every corner of America can be pieced back together from fragmented records. Our archives are still a work in progress, of course. But as we expand the network and integrate more way stations and cities, we'll be able to recover more and more information, such as the previous expedition's logs and reports. Everything they sent back was lost when Central Knot City was destroyed. Now, we've managed to restore some already, in fact. You can access them from a private room terminal or your cufflinks by selecting Archives. Might make for interesting reading.
Hello. Take on a new order. Mail. Sorry Sam, bad news. Thanks for delivering those rare materials. Metal Sam, everyone at the District Center, really appreciate you coming through for us. I'm afraid I've got some bad news for you though. That bike you saw outside, its battery's dead. You'll have to give it some juice if you want to use it. Only need to do it once though. Auto charger should kick in after. Sorry if you got your hopes up, and I've got some more bad news for you too. You see, different facilities have to work together, sharing materials so everyone gets what they need, and to make sure that everything that's produced gets put to proper use. That's why guys like you are so important. Without porters, the whole system falls apart, whole world even. Anyway, there's this guy George Baton over at the way station. He used to be a reliable porter, but lately it's like pulling teeth getting him to make even the simplest delivery. Keeps bitching about being scared or not having enough oxy or whatever. Always some excuse. Even when he does agree to make a run, he's liable to lose half his load en route. So yeah, that's why we're a bit short on materials at the moment. I'm sure you'll soon help us put that to rights. We're counting on you, Sam. Alright. George Baton, more than Oxy. Sam the man, our savior. Things are looking up here at the way station. Everything feels better somehow. We were all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed when we set ourselves up, but 3 years of isolation and loneliness will change anyone's tune. Hell, when we first got here we were putting up signs for porters and whatnot, but after a while some guys got too scared to even set foot outside. When Central went up, I told myself this was it, America's done. Everyone was feeling it too and the mood was just bleak. And then you waltzed on in. I know what you're thinking. At first I thought it was just the oxytocin tool, but that's not it. Not all of it anyhow. You gave us the glimmer of hope we needed by bringing us into the chiral network. We're back in the game now. Been thinking of putting up signs again even. Watchtowers too. Before long we'll be opening up new delivery routes. Mark my words. It's still scary out there though. All the oxygen in the world won't help us deal with mules, let alone BTs. We shit ourselves every time we catch sight of one and end up dropping half of our equipment. Honestly, a part of me is still a little worried that we won't be able to keep it up. And that's why we need you, Sam. You're not scared of anything, right? So go show us how it's done. Right. Data. Interviews. Holy shit. It's a lot of interviews. We will read that later. Tips and the log. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Let's head on out.
Sam, we've received a distress call from the distro center staff. Check the order on the delivery terminal as soon as you're ready.
Hey Kimbo, kom zo schat.
Isn't what we agreed on. You said you'd do everything in your power to save BB.
We are.
Yeah, good
You cannot release your son just yet. Believe me when I tell you it's for the best.
Says the woman in the mask who's done nothing but lie to me.
Sam, out of curiosity, how's it doing at the moment?
Before I answer that,
Something wrong?
when I hook up my BB, I see things.
What kind of things?
Like a face, someone I don't know, calling to me. There's this room, too, with other people talking, but I can't make out the words.
Lead-through effect. Didn't I warn you about this? You're mistaking the BB's memories for your own. They're false flashbacks, nothing more. Let me explain. A BB is harvested from its steel mother at around 28 weeks and placed in a pod. To be clear, this is before it's even born. The procedure halts its development. But even at 28 weeks, its sensory systems have matured enough to process external stimuli. It is more than capable of encoding this information into memories, which can bleed into yours via your connection.
So who's the man I saw?
Someone from the medical team, maybe? Or a BB technician? Does it matter? The BB has been in circulation for a while now. It's been handled by a lot of people. How should I know which one made an impression?
'Cause you're the expert.
No one's an expert, Sam. BBs were developed decades ago in secret. They're your quintessential black boxes. We may use them, but we don't truly understand them. Believe me, I've been trying to learn more, but almost all of the old records are gone. If I find anything out, I'll tell you, all right? Dead man's honor.
Sam, check the...
While you're resting, I ran some network diagnostics. Beryllium monitoring and holographic systems are nominal. Unfortunately, our printer is offline. I know, after all the trouble you went through to bring us those materials. This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught that porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back? Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Ja, komt zo diep. Collection. Gyro crystals.
Sam, the area around that distro center has produced a significant quantity of chiral crystals. Matter of fact, that's where the chiralium used in your Cupid's internal circuitry came from. They have a range of applications, including equipment fabrication. Bottom line, they're a valuable resource and one you'll want to make the most of. I'll let Hartman explain in more detail, but chiral crystals don't exactly grow on trees. If you see any deposits, you should go out of your way to gather them. Especially since folks with dooms are the only ones that can, provided they have the necessary equipment, that is. I'll see that it's added to your supplies for this order.
Sam, it's Hartman. Following the discovery of the beach, we not only began to observe heretofore unseen phenomena, but a new type of matter, chiralium. I say new, but it has doubtlessly existed since the dawn of the universe. We believe it was always there, like dark matter and certain particles, ever present, yet overlooked because we lacked the capacity to see it. Chiralium appears to be unbound by the constraints of physics as we understand them. It can stop time or move contrary to it. On occasion, it even defies gravity. In practical terms, it can stop or even reverse time and causes objects to float. A special cylindrical case is required to collect and store it. Suffice it to say, the procurement of samples is vital to our ongoing research.
Chiral printer interface recovery.
Heads up, Sam. Distro Center staff's got a favor to ask. Probably best I start from the beginning.
This one's on us. We ordered a part a while back, but it never arrived. The printer needs it to communicate with the chiral network. Mules must have snatched it, caught the porter en route or something. If I'm right, they'll have taken it to their drop site, which is smack dab in the middle of their territory. Don't suppose you'd be up for stealing us our property back. Can't think of anyone more qualified than you.
Right. Nope. Can't I select multiple? Yes. Yes. And confirm. And confirm. And accept.
Mama's added a watchtower schematic to your PCC. If you don't have it on you, consider fabricating one. You never know when you'll need to recon an area.
Right. So I have a PCC. Just load all of them. Holy shit. Somehow I have like 3 PCCs. Alright, good enough.
That thing you're holding is a crystal collector. As the name suggests, it provides secure storage for any crystals you gather.
Allow me to describe your quarry. Chiral crystals appear gold to the naked eye and are frequently found in formations resembling human handprints. The surrounding rocks and debris tend to float a few feet above the ground. And they are most commonly found in areas with high precipitation. Got all that? Rain, floating rocks, golden handprints. That's your trifecta. Look for these 3 things and you'll find the crystals. If you've been especially observant, then perhaps you already know where to look.
Order assigned.
Right.
Beginning scan. Have a pleasant journey. Weapons restrictions lifted.
Too bad we cannot use the bike. Let's see where we need to go. Distribution center. Chiral printer interface is over there, more to the southwest. And this is a BT area where we need to get crystals. Let's first do that. So that is following the river to the right.
Sam, chiral crystals are pretty small and can be difficult to spot with the naked eye. I'd advise you to use your ultra deck to point you in the right direction. If you want to survey a wider area, though, you might consider building a watchtower and relying on its sensors.
Hmm. $73. Let's see how much we have. Crystals 73, and we need to obtain it's had like a required amount and a desired amount. Why isn't that mentioned in the description? Seems to be pretty relevant information, I would say. Oh my god. $100 CG. So I need a bit more. Over there. I see one. Man, those tips on the screen, they really tend to stick around a bit long, I must say. Here we go, and I also saw some cargo over here. Alright, crystals over there. While we're at it, get a bit more. I do think the BTs will pop up.
There we go.
But whatever. They said it was a rare commodity. Not so rare over here, goddammit.
Nice. There we go. That's a big one.
Alright, I sold a couple of more. Alright, do I hear BTs? I think I do hear some. Right, probably best to just get the hell out of here. They're just too annoying. Although there was like a cargo box over there. Let's see what happens. The problem is I don't see those BTs. Where the hell are they? I mean, they're probably in the direction of that apparatus. Apparently Sam was supposed to be able to sense them. Holy shit. There's one. Looking the other way, right? Can I get that packet? Alright, got the container. Not sure what's in there. See you later, dude. Cargo container ruins. How annoying. I mean, it's probably because I'm playing it on the hardest difficulty level. But it's just... this rain is really like killing. I mean, you only need to be in the rain for like a second and it's just enough to destroy all your cargo. Which is a bit annoying. Because it wouldn't have been that annoying if there were like places to hide or to shelter, but those are hard to come by.
Beginning scan. Scanning bridges ID.
Sam, all Cairo crystal deliveries are a little different from usual. The process is pretty simple though. Access the delivery terminal to drop off any Cairo crystals you're carrying.
Alright, make delivery. Recovery, no. Why can't I deliver those crystals? Claim materials. Recycle, that's what we need. Crystals. Alright, there we are. Cargo shelf. Why not more? Now what?
Got some chiral crystals for us? These crystals only form in places with elevated chiralium levels, which makes me wonder if expanding the network had something to do with it. Damn, son. That is a lot of crystals. Maintenance and R&D will both get their fill, looks like.
Excess chiral crystals can be deposited at any facility. They'll be added to the stores held on site. These local stores include materials that you can draw upon to fabricate equipment as needed. Good work, Sam. It seems your connection level is increasing. As your connection level increases, larger quantities of resources will be made available to you at our facilities.
Does that mean that I have to backtrack all the time to those facilities? I mean, been long enough in that wasteland. Bridges guard Macho. To use this data, gain access to a level 2 or higher structure and select customize structure. Crystals.
Oh, before I forget, this is for you.
That's container repair spray for patching up cargo containers. Good for dealing with timefall degradation and all that. Useful stuff if you and your cargo have been through the ringer. We've added it to your supplies list, so it's readily available if and when you need it.
Alright, that's pretty handy. I will probably need a lot of it. These boots are like totally wasted. Can I repair them? Why can't I explode them. Totally useless.
BC.
Alright, see you
There is a
later.
correlation between elevated Corellium levels and increased crystal formation. This may well be the result of the network's expansion. You needn't worry though. Local chiral density is still within an acceptable range. If you find any more, be sure to collect it. You'll be well rewarded.
If you come into more chiral crystals, you can submit them at one of our facilities. And you can deposit other resources too, along with any items you don't need. Everything has its value. What we don't use as is can be broken down into components for R&D and other applications.
I would like to know, if I deposit something here, do I also need to get back to this station to make use of it? Because that is what I would like to avoid. Check out how big this map is. Not sure how big it will become, but anyways, it's just going from here to here is already like half an hour screwing around with BTs and mules and whatever. So I really would like, if I deposit some crystal somewhere, that it will be accessible at other bridges facilities as well, but yeah, not really sure. Anyways, we need to get that chiral printer interface from the new post box over here. That will be next on the agenda. Guys, in the next episode, I hope to see you there. Sorry for me bickering still a bit sometimes. It's just what it is. Still really getting to grips with this game. I'm amazed by the color tone and the also the Scottish Highlands environments almost. But the interface I find overly clunky. The story is a bit too weird for me. But I do want to give Hideo Kojima a chance. I have nothing but respect for him. So hopefully the game will open up and will become more interesting further along with more options. So that's why I just have to bite through the sour piece of the apple. And then hopefully it will become a bit more interesting. Still, it is from an innovation perspective, it's of course, and creative perspective, it's already a great game. I mean, Hideo Kojima really did something unique here. But from an enjoyment perspective, I have like 50% enjoyment, but also 50% frustration. I mean, I don't really care for having to soothe down babies in my game. But yeah, that's of course personal. And also the degradation of my cargo that I picked up, it all went in the rain to hell like within a minute. But probably that's just because it's at the start of the game and we now have that repair spray. Hopefully it will all open up a bit, but yeah, for now it is like 50-50 for me. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it still somewhat. I hope to see you in the next episode. For the meantime, do not forget, always do keep on gaming. See you later.